This new fiscal showdown looming on Capitol Hill, the federal budget, Obamacare, and a possible government shutdown at the end of the month. As it stands, Republicans are undecided which issue to tackle first. Let's bring back our political insiders, John LeBoutillier, Pat Caddell, Doug Schoen. Doug, what's your take on this? This could be really bad for the GOP.
Yeah, and that's what the president is counting on. He made it clear this morning with George Stephanopoulos. Bottom line, his numbers are going down, but as weak as he is, the Republican rating is actually lower than the Democrats. So the president is going to stand firm, no negotiations, right, and hope that the Republicans allow the government to shut down. The Republicans will be blamed, and it is the only possibility I see in the numbers for the Democrats to win the House.
You know, Pat, the Republicans could easily pull a Newt Gingrich and say,
yes, seem to have a potential of that at the moment. We have not had a moment of opportunity in politics for a long time. It's just being wasted away by the Republicans. Because if they had a coherent confrontation, if on Obamacare, for instance, rather than arguing about defunding, if they did what we have said on this show, which is delay the individual mandate, go after the IRS, these things, if they confronted the president in a way that was successful in United, as opposed to shutting down the government, that will be a disaster. But the president needs this desperately. When he says he won't negotiate, that's the opening for the Republicans, because that strategy didn't work for him too well in 2011.
You know, John, the AFL-CIO, the biggest backer of Obamacare, now suddenly hates Obamacare. Yep. They met with the president behind closed doors. There's going to be an ugly deal struck that's going to help the union.
Well, you know, if I was John Boehner and Eric Cantor, what I would do, I'd call up big labor. Call up Hoffman.
I would have done a weeks
Get
ago.
him in here to meet the Republican leadership and say, hey.
Why don't they do that?
They don't do anything. The poor speaker is so divided.
The stupid party. Stupid party. Remember?
The stupid party.
The stupid party.
The GOP.
He can't decide.
The corrupt party and the stupid party.
He can't decide which side of his party to work with. The Tea Party guys don't want to make a deal on anything. I think Boehner would like to make deals with Obama, but he can't and remains speaker at the same time. He tried on Thursday, held a press conference, and he asked Democrats to come forward and work with him.
To save him.
To save him, because he can't get the votes.
Is Obamacare just a Death Star?
It is a Death Star. The only way it helps Obama, and in most ways it doesn't, is if the Republicans decide they want to close the government down over funding it. That would be a disaster for the Republicans, even though the issues yeah, I think that's right.
The Democrats are going to like pearls before swine. I mean, they are basically going to set the pathway for this, praying that that's what they do. And you keep wondering who will stop them. What John just said about the unions, or what you suggested, Greg, the Republicans should have done this weeks ago. They should have said, we have allies here who agree that Obamacare is bad. We should delay it. No, they're going to wait, as you said, for the White House to do a deal to buy off the unions, because they buy off everybody in the end, if they have to.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Sure. Political Insiders, as always, great stuff. You can catch more of the Insiders every Monday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, live.foxnews.com. And they'll be back here, of course, next Sunday. You can also follow them on Twitter at FN Insiders. Don't go away. We'll be right back.